Scary. That's how I knew. That's when I knew that this girl was a chihuahua. All bark, no bite. Just shut up. Like, just shut up. Honestly. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl whatever. It's me and I'm back with another video with a story time. I'm so excited to be doing a story time because I've always wanted to do a story time, y'all. But a lot of the stories I can't tell because they do involve people that I know in real life, and I just want to like respect other people's like privacy, you know. But the story I'm about to tell today is about a very irrelevant person. She's so irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care to tell this story. So this is a story about a crazy girl that I met in college my freshman year. So if you guys want to hear the story, make sure to keep on watching. If you are not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also make sure you like this video and comment down below. And without further ado, let's get right into the story. Okay, so this story took place in my freshman year of college. So we all know, if you've been a freshman in college, we all know how freshman year is. You're going to a new school, you're meeting new people, you're trying to make friends, like you're trying to go out, you're trying to do stuff, you know? We all be doing the most freshman year. So I meet this girl, let's call her Kay, because every time she did some off the wall shit, she just made me feel like, okay, like what are you doing? So we're gonna call her Kay because I met Kay through a mutual friend who we had. We're gonna name her Nas because I was just watching Nazanin Kavari's video, and yeah, so we're gonna name my friend Nas. My friend Nas, mind you, I've known Nas from Houston because we're from the same hometown. So I've known Nas since I was younger because her sister and my sister are high school best friends. Like her sister and my sister are still best friends till today. Like they're really close. So me and her were really cool because like we used to hang out together when we were younger. Like we used to go out with our sisters, like just regular shit, you know. So they met during the summer at orientation, and basically Kay was a transfer student. She was a transfer student and she was from another state. So she wasn't from Texas, she was from Minnesota. Me, I don't know nothing about nobody from Minnesota. I've never met anybody from Minnesota until I met her. Like the only person I know from Minnesota is Lil Yachty. Is he from Minnesota? Yeah. I met her one day. The first time I've actually encountered her is when we went to this pool party. It was the very first party of like the semester, and we went to this little pool party or whatever. It was fun, it was cool, you know. Her and Nas kind of had a problem because me and my roommate kept kind of like leaving them, but that was because they didn't really know anybody, and like we knew people. Like me and my roommate would just like go around, mingle, and they wasn't really doing that. And I don't know, it was just really weird. I could tell that they had a problem with me and my roommate kind of like leaving them, but like we weren't trying to do it on purpose. We was just having fun. But besides that, everything was cool. I didn't see any red flags, nothing was wrong. Like we had a good time, we all had fun. She seemed like a cool girl. But we wasn't the best of friends, but we wasn't enemies. So the next time I encountered Kay is when me, Kay, and Nas went out together. So we just went out, went to a party. It was fun, it was fine. Again, no red flags. She just seemed like a cool girl. She was a very tiny girl. Like I'm tiny, I'm 5'2". She was probably like 4'11". Like she was a little smaller than me. She was Ghanaian, so she had like a little booty, you know. She was real cute, real tiny little girl. Like, so then the first time a red flag was raised was when one time me and my roommate went out with her. I don't even remember where we went, but me and my roommate went out with her, and she was just kept talking about how she be fighting in Minnesota. All the girls be fighting. Like if you do something to a girl, she's gonna run up on you and fight you on sight. No questions asked, none of that. Like we're not gonna ask you any questions. They just about to fight you. Girls in Minnesota get down, they be fighting. And me and my roommate were just like, scary. Like, that was so crazy to us. Like that was so foreign to us because girls, African girls, let me be specific. African girls in Texas do not be fighting like that. A girl will pepper spray you before she fights you. She'll pepper spray you, she'll tase you, she will stab you until she fights you. And that's what we told her. We're just like, girls in Texas do not fight. If we have a problem with each other, we just ignore people, or we just won't talk to them. Or if we really want to like talk it out, then we'll talk it out. But for as far as fighting, African girls in Texas do not fight. We don't do that, you know? And we told her that, and we thought she understood, but apparently she didn't. So the next time I had a weird encounter with this girl was the worst one. Like this was the worst time. Mind you, before this party that we went together, we had been to other parties together, and like, it was cool, you know. One time we went to like this little house party at somebody's apartment. So it was a house party. Y'all know how house parties go. The house is always super packed. You can barely breathe in the house. Like, it's just a hot mess. Y'all know how house parties are. So we go to the party. We Uber to the party. And, you know, it's cool. Like, we're all like, we getting lit. You know, we taking out little shots. You know, having a good time. Like, college girls on the scene. You know, this is our first semester in dental. We finna turn up, okay? And when we get to the party, this girl was super drunk. Like, this girl was so drunk. One thing about me is I can drink, but like, I do not get to the point where I'm belligerent. Like, I do not ever get to the point where I'm belligerent, because first of all, I know my limits. I know when to stop drinking. I know when to stop taking shots. Like, I'm not gonna just keep going, knowing that I'm gonna get fucked up. Like, I don't do that. And no matter what, no matter how lit I get, I'm gonna remember what happened. Like, I don't ever pass out from drinking. Like, I just don't do that. I like to always keep it cute. That's my motto, is to always keep it cute. Obviously, this girl didn't know nothing about keeping it cute, because she was not keeping it cute. So we're in the party, we're dancing, we're having fun, you know, whatever. She spills her drink in my eye, y'all. In my eyeball. My eye was burning. Imagine alcohol in your eye. In your eye. My eye was burning. And I'm just like, what the hell? And she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. You know, like looking at me, like trying to see. And then she like just goes back to her rubbish, because she's drunk. She just doesn't know what she's doing. So she goes back to what she was doing, dancing, whatever. And then I take off my eyelash, because I didn't want to lose my eyelash. So I was trying to get her attention and get her to hold my eyelash. This girl was not listening. Like, and then I'm tapping her and stuff. And she's like, what? Like, why are you doing all of that? What are you doing? Like, trying to fight me, trying to square up with me. Because I want you to hold my lash after you poured alcohol in my eye. This girl was trying to square up with me in the party. And me and Nas are just looking at her like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Mind you, I just don't pay her any mind. I just like I think I put my eyelash in my boob, because I was not about to lose that eyelash. Like, I'm telling you, I was not about to lose that eyelash. So I put that thing in my boob or whatever. So that happens, and it's like, whatever, I got over it. Like, no big deal, whatever. This girl is crazy, but I just got over it. So then the party's over. And y'all know, when the party's over, people don't really leave. Like, people kind of just linger outside, and nobody actually goes home. So we're outside lingering like everybody else. And there's this guy, we're gonna name him Phil, because he's gonna be important in the story later on. If not, I wouldn't give him a name, but we're gonna name him Phil. And Phil is friends with my roommates, like the guy she was talking to, like the nigga she was talking to at the time. So they're friends, they're roommates, they live together in a house. So we're gonna name his friend who's talking to my roommate, we're gonna name him Tom. So Phil and Tom, right? So I guess Kay thought that Phil was cute. So we was outside, like we was in front of them. I was talking to Tom, because, you know, I had already met him through my roommate. We all met him actually when we was going to that pool party the first week of school. We met them because we went to go pick something up at their house. And we were just like all talking, like chopping it up. I was talking to them, I was saying hey to him, he was saying hi to me. And like Kate is just doing the most. Like, she's doing the most. She's standing there doing the most. Like, looking at Phil, like making eyes at him, like, hey, like trying to get his attention. And like, he's very uncomfortable. And he's just trying to like ignore her. He was looking around, like trying to look away from her, like trying not to look at her, because she was just doing too much. Like, why are you doing all that? First of all, I'm not the type of girl to ever like try to step to a guy, especially not in person. The most I would do to step to a guy is like his picture. Besides that, you would never catch me trying to talk to a guy at a party. Like, what do I look like? So then I'm looking at him and I'm looking at her and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? I'm telling Nas, I'm like, do you see her? Like, what is she doing? And she's just like, girl, just leave her. Like, just let her do whatever. And I'm just like, nah, because you're not gonna have us all looking stupid out here. And I'm like, can you chill? Like, he's obviously not into it. Like, he's trying to get you to stop. Can you stop? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, why are you always doing that? Like, what are you doing? It's not even that serious. Like, what the heck? Like, I think he's cute. Like, he's cute. And then she tries to pull out her boobs. She tries to pull out her boob, and I had to literally stop her. Like, imagine me. We're both lit, but me, I'm over here babysitting you, and we're both lit. She tried to pull out her boob. Nas did not care. Nas was just like, I don't care. Like, I'm over this girl. I don't care. So I'm just like trying to stop her from pulling out her boob, trying her to stop like looking at this guy like he's not interested, and she's just getting mad at me because I'm trying to get her to stop, but like the boy doesn't like you. Like he's trying to get you to stop looking at him. So stop looking at him. Like she's talking to him, oh, you're cute. Hey, you're cute. What? Honey, all these people around us, like, and mind you, he's in the middle of all his friends. Like, it's not even like he's standing by himself. All his friends are all around him. It's not just him by himself. Like, it's hella niggas around him. So why are you doing all of that? Third strike, we get in the car. We get in the Uber. We're on the way home. We get in the Uber. We're on the way home. And then I call my roommate and I'm just like telling her what just happened. Girl, like, oh yeah, I just saw your man or whatever. Like just talking to her normal, you know. She wasn't in town that weekend. I think she was back home like with her family, filling her in or whatever. My roommate was always going home all the time because she literally lived like 45 minutes away, so from our school. So then Kay starts going off while I'm on the phone. Mind you, I'm on the phone with my roommate. She starts going off about my roommate's nigga, like, oh, you talk to him? Because she heard us talking about him. She's like, oh, you talk to him? You talk to him? He's so lame. That nigga ain't shit. He's lame. He's lame. He ain't shit. He's this. He's that. Talking shit about him. And I'm just like, why are you doing? I look at him like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing all of that? Like, you hear my roommate on the phone. You know that she talks to him. So why are you talking all that shit? What's the issue? And she's getting mad at me because I'm defending my roommate. Like, girl, no, you're not about to sit here and talk about her man that she talks to on the phone. And at first I was very confused. I was like, why is she so pressed about him? Like, he's not even worried about you. Like, why are you so pressed about her talking to him? Come to find out later is that she tried to talk to him and he wasn't moving to her because obviously he was talking to my roommate. Obviously he's not going to leave her for you. So like, what? Like, so basically she was mad because she tried to talk to him and he wouldn't talk to her. Mind you, she met him through my roommate. She knew that him and my roommate talked, but she still tried to talk to him. Like, who does that? That happened. I'm already off this girl. In my mind, I'm just like, after tonight, I'm never talking to this girl again. Like, this girl is crazy. Something is wrong with her. So then we get back to my dorms because the Uber dropped us off in front of my dorm room. And we're all saying goodnight. But then while we're saying goodnight, like, she starts acting funny. Like, she's about to pass out or something. Like, she just starts acting funny. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's always something with this girl. Like, it's actually enough. This girl's not even my friend. Like, I barely even know her. Now she's sitting on the steps of like that lead to the dorm. She's sitting down and we're like, girl, get up. Like, you need to walk to your apartment. And we could tell like she's folding. Like, this girl is folding so bad. So then we try to like get her up and she threw up. Like, she threw up so much and then she just passes out. She just passes out. I was just, at that point, I was just like, what the hell did I get myself into? What is going on? What is going on? I was so shocked. I never seen anything like this happen. Y'all, this is my freshman year of college. Like, I've never experienced people folding, people drinking so much. I've never experienced none of that. So then me and Nas literally had to carry her. Mind you, this girl is tiny. She looks tiny, but she was so heavy. Like, Nas had to go, and she was the only one that had a car out of all of us. So Nas had to go and get her car and drive her car to my dorm place. And then we had to pick her up and put her in the car. And I can only imagine what else Nas had to do because she lived in the apartments. They had stairs, so you had to like take the stairs to go upstairs. I can only imagine how Nas even got her in her apartment. But like, what the hell? Like, that was too much for me. In my mind, I'm just like, yeah, this girl is weird. I'm not dealing with her anymore. Like, it's done. It's done. That's fine. So after that, I didn't hang out with them for a long time because I just thought that was all too much for me. And I just didn't want to be around anybody who did all that. So then one day, we go out to a party again. My roommate was going to the party with some of her friends. So she had to like drive some of her friends to the party. So her car was full. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll just Uber with Kay and Nas. So we went to the party. Like, she's acting normal. Thank God. She's finally acting normal for once in her life. Like, nothing weird. Like, she was being real cool, real chill, no problems. I think I even have snaps from all these nights, so I'm gonna probably add some snaps just to show y'all like this is real tea. Like, this is not fake. We got to the party. Like, everything was cool. We were having fun, and I was dancing with this guy. Honestly, I was just dancing with this guy. Like, I was lit. Like, I was having fun. I was not thinking about like who this guy was. I was just dancing with him. At first, I didn't realize that this was Phil, the guy that she had been trying to like flirt with, and he wasn't flirting back with her. I didn't realize that it was him. Like, I promise to God, like, honest to God, I didn't realize that it was him. I didn't even remember what he looked like. Like, I just, you know when you see somebody once, like, you don't really, like, it doesn't really register in your brain, like, this is that person. So I guess she had seen me dancing with him and she felt some type of way about it. So the whole car ride home, she was just acting real funny, real weird. So after that, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely never gonna talk to this girl again because she's definitely weird. And even Nas was like, yeah, I don't know why she was acting like that. Like, that was just a whole different level of her weirdness. So I seen her on the way to my statistics class, like I always do. At this point, I don't even care. If I see her, I'll see her and I just won't talk to her. Like, I do not care. So I see her on the way to my statistics class. I just didn't say hi to her. She didn't say hi to me either. Like, you can't have an issue with me not saying hi to you if you didn't say hi to me. So we didn't say hi to each other. Usually I would say hi to her, but like I just didn't speak to her. I just kept walking. So then I'm sitting in the lobby waiting for my class to start so I can go upstairs and like go to my class. And I get on Twitter, you know, I'm on my phone, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever. And I get on Twitter and I see this girl subbing me on Twitter. That's one thing that I don't do is Twitter subs. Like, why are you subbing me on Twitter? Like, you're weird. I didn't sub her back because I don't do Twitter talking. Like, what is that? Like, who do I look like? I don't even, like, she's not even somebody I wanted to beef with. Like, I didn't want to beef with her. Like, I didn't have an issue with her. I didn't have a problem with her. I just didn't want to talk to her. Like, I didn't want to have any relations to this girl. I just didn't care. Like, honestly, I just did not care about this girl. But she was so pressed over me. So then she messages Nas. And then I look on my phone and I see a message from Nas. And she's like, oh, yeah, Kay says she wants to talk to you. She says that she wants to, like, have a conversation with you and, like, you know, hash things out, whatever. And I'm like, what is there to talk about? Like, she's on some weird shit and I just didn't want to talk to her. She's on some weird energy. She has weird energy around her and I don't want to be around it. And obviously Nas understands how I'm feeling because she's feeling the same way about her. Like, she was just doing too much. She was like, I mean, she just really wants to talk to you. I was like, we can talk, but you have to be there. I'm not about to be by myself trying to fight this crazy girl off. Like, somebody needs to be there. Nas agrees. Nas is like, okay, I'll be there. That's fine. Like, that's cool. So we agree that we're gonna have a conversation and Nas is gonna be there as kind of like, not the mediator, but just to be there. Because I didn't feel comfortable being around her crazy ass by myself. That bitch was crazy, okay? I don't care. I'm the type of girl, if a girl is weird to me and I just find her weird and just crazy, like, I'm gonna laugh at you. Literally, I laugh at everything. And that's like people's pet peeves. They hate when they're trying to like have a conversation with me and I lie. So I'm just like, okay, when I go into this, let me really try not to laugh and just try to like take her seriously and listen to what she has to say. So I go to this conversation trying to be mature, mind you guys. So my class is over and I tell her like, okay, I'm out of class. Like, I'll be downstairs in the lobby of the building. Mind you, this is a very, very, very popular building in our school. A lot of people are walking inside and out of this building. Like, so I felt even more comfortable being in that building because if she tries to start some crazy shit, somebody's gonna be there to stop her. She starts talking to me. She was just like, I just felt like it was so rude of you to like walk past me and not say hi to me. And I just thought that wasn't cool. Like, we always, every time I see you, like, we say hi, like, whatever. And I was just like, I didn't say hi to you because last time we hung out and we was around each other, you was being weird. Like, you were being very weird. Your energy wasn't right. Like, you were just being awkward and just giving me negative energy. And I just decided that I wasn't going to talk to you anymore. Like, I was just going to cut you off and just not speak to you and just forget you existed because you were being weird. And she was like, I don't understand why. Like, every time we go out with you, you always on some shit. Because every time we go out together, you never pay for the Uber. You never do this. You never do that. You think you're better than me. That's what she said. She said, you think you're better than me. You think you're better than everybody. Right when she said you think you're better than me, I was already like, yeah, this conversation is done. Once a girl says you think you're better than me, she just wrap that girl up because she's insecure. Like, if a girl ever lets the words, you think you're better than me, come out of her mouth, just wrap her up and throw her away. Because what? Like, who says that to somebody? Like, telling somebody that they think they're better than you just shows that you're insecure. Because how can you just assume that somebody thinks you're better than you and they never said it out of their mouth? So then I'm like, you guys never asked me to pay for Ubers. Like, if I was the one calling the Uber, I would not ask y'all to pay. The Uber is literally $5. Like, everywhere we go is $5. $5. The most it'll be is like $7. So it's not that serious to me. If you want me to pay you back for the Ubers, that's fine. Like, I'll pay you back for the Ubers. And she was just like, yeah, Nas agrees with me. Like, you never pay for the Ubers. Like, I just feel like that's so wrong of you. And I'm like, looking at Nas, me and Nas are looking at each other like, girl, I don't even sound right. Like, Nas is just looking at her like, I never said that. She literally said, I never said that, right in front of her face. She said, I never said that. And I believed her because I believe she would never say some shit like that. Like she's not the type of girl to be like begging for chicken change. Like, the freak, that's $5. $5, like, that's nothing. This girl is delusional. And I'm just like, I don't have a problem with you. I just don't want to speak to you anymore. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. I think you're weird, and you're always on some weird shit. Your energy's always off, and like, I just don't want to be around you. Like, you're always talking about fighting me. Like, you always want to fight. Like, I don't do that. I told you, I was like, me and my roommate told you that girls in Texas do not fight. I do not fight. I'm not gonna fight you. She was like, if I wasn't being calm right now, I would have jumped around this table and beat your ass. And I was like, and then I would have pulled out my pepper spray because I have it on my keychain, or I would have stabbed you because you're not going to touch me. Like, before you get the chance to even touch me, I'm going to pepper spray you because I do not fight. I was just telling her that. I was like, yeah, like, I would have pepper sprayed you and I would have fight you. She's like, and I would have kept beating your ass. And I was like, no, you wouldn't. Not when you have pepper spray in your eyes. Like, no, you wouldn't. And I'm just like, I don't have a problem with you, but I just don't need to speak to you. Like, you're Nas's friend, Nas is my friend, like, we're cool, but I just don't want to be around you, and I just don't want to talk to you because you always talk about fighting. I'm not a fighting girl. Like, I don't do all of that. Like, I just don't like that type of energy around me. And she's like, okay, that's cool. Like, I apologize. And I apologized, and she apologized, and we thought everything was cool. So then Nas stays around, and like, because me and Nas are, like, we're basically childhood friends. Like, I've known Nas since I was, like, 12, 10. I don't even know how young I was, but I've known her for a minute. She was like, before you came, she was telling me that she was going to get all her friends from Minnesota to come to ASO Weekend. ASO Weekend is this thing that we have in Texas. It's, like, African Student Association, and we have, like, a little banquet. It's, like, a whole weekend of events. She said she was going to get all her friends from ASO Weekend to come and fight you. And I'm like, what? And my thing is just like, baby, you wasn't even going to get the chance to come near. You and your friends was not even going to get near me. Like, you think you're going to come from Minnesota. You're going to come from Minnesota to Texas, where all my friends are, all my people are, and come and jump me? And jump me? So I was just like, yeah, this girl is crazy. Like, and then we get on Twitter, like, to see if she's saying anything else, because she's literally crazy, and she's the type of girl to subtweet and talk and do all this stuff. And she blocked us. She blocked me. She blocked Nas. I think she later on blocked my roommate. And I was just like, make sure you block her back, because those are the type of girls that be blocking you but still be low-key peeping your shit. You're not even gonna get the chance to peep me, okay? Because no, that is a luxury for you to be able to see me every day. Like, no, I'm gonna block you back. You're not gonna be able to see me, and I'm not gonna be able to see you. Like, you don't exist to me, and that's just that on that. So we block each other. It's cool. Everything's good. I literally never heard from her again. Like, I don't even think Nas ever heard from her again. We literally never spoke to her again. I think she even transferred back to Minnesota, like, the next semester because she was crazy. Like, she was just doing too much, and that was her problem. Moral of the story is, stay away from girls who do too much when they be around guys. Stay away from girls who fight. Fighting is ugly. Like, fighting is the most ugliest thing you could ever do. Like, if you be fighting, if you be out here fighting, you're ugly. I'm sorry, but like, fighting is for peasants. I'm sorry. If you're watching this video and you be fighting, you need to stop, because fighting is not cute. Girls who be doing too much, like, who be talking too much, like a girl who just talk. Shut up! Shut up! You talk too much. So that is a story. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.